scholars like Charles Spurgeon or Dr. Martin Lloyd-Jones.
I guess my question is more like to do with how the Gospels were sorted into canon versus apocrypha. Like how what was the process?
That's two completely different questions. Like what he's asking me and what you're asking me is two completely different answers.
Okay, sorry. Answer whichever you please.
Yeah. So
a different question, but it's a quite reasonable question.
You've
right?
got to remember, he's a scholar.
I'm not a scholar.
You're extremely intelligent, so I have to word two different answers. So I need to. I'm trying to merge the two. I'm trying to merge the two, right? Okay. So the Gospel of Thomas was rejected.
And the reason?
Yeah, reason because it doesn't fit with the overall message that Jesus wanted to preach. So in a nutshell, hang on. In a nutshell, the Gospel of Thomas was rejected. Now, to answer your question, the reason why the scholars, in the end, whoever they were, whether it was church fathers or whatever opinion that's out there, or whatever opinion that Charles Spurgeon or William Tyndale had, or Saint Augustine had, in that lineage, whatever opinion they had, the reason why whatever was left in the Bible was left there is so because there's a clearer definition and a clearer breakaway between the Old Testament and the New. Whereas the Old Testament mainly focuses on the law. But when you take the Gospels, that's eventually ended up in the Bible all the way through to the epistles. Eventually, when you read it and you know it, it leads you away from the law of Moses and into
the new covenant.
No. Yeah, kind of, but into more into what Jesus wanted people to know. So I can pull out a scripture that clearly shows you the difference between what Jesus came to do in the Gospels when he lived under the law, and eventually how and where he wanted the disciples to take his preaching and the road he wanted it to take.
So you're saying that's the transition between him being there only for the Jews and then him being there for...
So essentially, when he came, when Jesus came initially, he only came to fulfill the law of Moses. And the only way he can do that is in a Jewish community, because the Gentiles, they did not live according to the law of Moses. So it would have only ever made sense to the Jews anyway. So why would he go and preach to a bunch of Gentiles who were not living as the Jews anyway? So...
Is this criteria coming from a particular scholar?
No, this is the Bible. That's what I said to him. I'm going into the Bible now. So if I go into the Bible and then pull out...
Does any scholar agree with what you just said in terms of how they sifted and sorted out different Gospels?
Well, you've got to understand that the scholars, the majority of them, believe in different things. Not different things, but they'll like St. Augustine and Martin Luther were having an opinion, and then Dr. Martin Lloyd-Jones will come along. He'll take their opinion and add his own opinion onto it. But anyway, let me just finish with that, right? So as I was saying, do you have a loudspeaker so I can play it? Because I don't want to read it. No? Hang on. No, okay, I'll play it. Don't worry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. No, what I'm saying is,
hang on, let me finish.
Can you just summarize?
I am. That's what I just said. One Bible verse. That's what I'm trying to do.
Go ahead.
Okay. Don't be shy. No. I want to play it so you hear it.
Let's hear it from you.
How would we know this particular verse is reliable? Back to the same question. No, it's a writing.
Yeah, but if I can't prove it in the writing...
Yeah, we sort of moved on to like a slightly different point.
All right, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth. For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them. But the righteousness which is of faith speaketh on this wise. Say not in thine heart, shall listen.
But to give you a...
Can you just paraphrase?
For they, being ignorant of God's righteousness and going being about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God. For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth.
How does that answer the question?
So, what I was saying, in conclusion to what I was saying is, the Gospel of Thomas and all the other Gospels, and the ones that were particularly chosen to be in the Bible and to be in line with the epistles and the Old Testament, is to show a clear separation from the law of Moses into the law that Jesus.
So is this borne out from any scholarly understanding, or you just made up this criteria?
No, yeah, scholarly understanding.
Which scholar mentions this in which of his academic publications?
Well, Martin Luther for one.
Martin Luther mentions that the reasons why all the apocryphal gospels are apocrypha because they do not.
I'm talking about the difference between what Christ came to do.
That's not the question, though. The question is, how are the gospels?
I think we've diluted the debate a little bit, but I think what we started off saying was that I was asking about the value of your claims that what's in the Bible is factual,
but you've got,
in the absence of the availability of independent corroboration.
But if you're asking me to quote from scholars, the majority of those scholars use the Bible. Martin Luther's
independent contemporary sources. I'm talking about sources at the time that were saying.
I understand. But what you've got to understand
is, can confirm that these things were happening.
You've got to understand now. Martin Luther, when he stood before the whole Roman Catholic Church, the only thing that he had to stand on was what's written in the book. So if what's written in the book is not good enough for you,
but does he address the question directly though? Did Martin Luther say the reasons why those 49 other apocryphal gospels are apocrypha and not divinely inspired is because of what you are saying?
Yeah, but what you're talking about is completely different to what we're talking about. But you asked me.
It has moved.
Yeah.
So can I just one final point from me, and then we can continue.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I will leave you. I will leave to have a conversation with the gentleman here. But can I ask you one question?
I think he has a question.
Exactly. He's a scholar.
Do you think all those other gospels which are not in the Bible, do you think these are fabrications in the name of God?
I wouldn't say that.
So what are they? Divinely inspired?
What you mean, like, for example, like the Gospel of Thomas?
They claim to be representing Christ's life, his teaching.
Are you specifically
just like
talking about,
that is his gospel. So do you accept that these are divinely inspired gospels, or these are fabrications written by man?
Are you asking that because you know them to contradict things?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm simply asking, if you don't accept them, if you don't accept them, which you don't, so do you think these are...
Which I can't, because they're completely going in...
So they're human fabrications, right, in the name of God? These are forgeries. These are pious forgeries claiming to be gospels. Do you agree?
First of all, Christianity has nothing to do with religion.
Okay, anyway. You're not going to answer this question.
And you know that already.
No, you're not going to answer this question directly.
No, the reason why I'm saying that, because you said, are they false piety? And I'm saying that, first of all, Christianity, because hang on, if Jesus Christ came to take Jewish people away from a law, which was religion, and into a more...
Which of the sayings within the 114 sayings in the Gospel of St. Thomas takes it away from the Mosaic law?
Say that again?
The Gospel of St. Thomas has many sayings of Christ.
Yeah.
Which of the sayings takes Jesus' message away within this Gospel that is no longer synchronized within the Mosaic law? Which one?
That's what I'm saying.
Have you read it?
No, I haven't actually.
Then how can you even make a claim? Anyway, continue discussion. I don't think we can have the same conversation because
it's somewhat divergent.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
because we're talking about gospels.
See you later.
In the book.